Enjoy! Alright, let's dive straight into my November book haul. It's a very interesting collection this month, I think. I'm actually going to start with a Dutch one because I went to the Netherlands last month and I really want to read more Dutch books, from classics to contemporary, and this is one that, as far as I know, hasn't been translated into English yet, but I just kind of wanted to show you because I thought it was quite interesting. So it's by Saskia Noord, who is a well-known contemporary Dutch author. She writes a lot of thrillers. I read one of her books for my literature list in high school, I think, because you could do like a variety of classics and some more contemporary. And this one is called, I guess, Skin Pain. This cover has really been intriguing me because it has the eye there, which is really cool. Dutch books are quite expensive because there's a set book price. Usually when they come out, I think they're about 20 euros, but I've had my eye on this one for about a year and it was $12.50 now, so I decided to pick it up. And it says every person has a dark side, and it's about a popular Dutch TV presenter, but it's a fiction book. Then next up there is this gorgeous book. It is We Were 8 Years in Power by Ta-Nehisi Coates. He wrote Between the World and Me, which you might have heard about before, but this is basically set during the 8 years that Obama was in power. And while I don't think it's necessarily about Obama specifically, it's more about America during that period. I was trying to figure out whether it's like fiction or non-fiction. It says it sort of combines like history, memoir, argument. I think it's going to be quite an interesting mix. And one of my colleagues says that she absolutely adored this. Next up, I got this one in the mail as a surprise, but it was a good surprise. The Inexplicable Logic of My Life. And if this cover looks familiar, it's probably because it's by the same author that wrote Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, which is a book that I read this year and really loved. It should be in an upcoming video at some point, or maybe it's already been in a video. It seems to be about Sal and his best friend Samantha. Sal has an adoptive gay father and a loving Mexican-American family, and Sal seems to be in a sort of crisis about who he is and his place in the world. And it seems like it has like quite a similar theme to Aristotle and Dante. Okay, I'll do all the YA ones in one go. There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. Not a lot to say about this. It's the author of Anna and the French Kiss. She's written a horror/thriller, and I got this one from Pam Macmillan for review. I should have read this for Halloween. I don't think I had it back then, but I love scary books, so that'll be perfect. Next up, Rainbow Rowell is back, and in a very sparkly way. This is also from Pam Macmillan, and it's 2 short stories in a very beautiful package. I've done a full review of Fangirl, and I absolutely love it. I don't think I've read anything else by her yet, but they're 2 festive short stories, so probably quite good for Christmas. End papers are beautiful. And then there's lots of really nice illustrations in there, so it might make for a good Christmas present. I want to do maybe 1 or 2 Christmas gift guides. If you have any ideas about specific themes you'd like me to talk about, like short reads or like beautiful book covers or anything like that, let me know. And then finally, I got this proof copy. It is called Love, Hate and Other Filters by Samira Ahmed, and I got it from Hotkey Books. When does this come out? It comes out on January 16th, and it came with a letter from the author, which I always really loved, and she talks about 9/11 in it, and Islamophobia and bigotry. And it says, for those who bear the brunt of hate because of the color of your skin or the sound of your name, for those who are spat upon, for those who are told to go home when you are home, you are known, you are loved, let your light shine. I wrote this book for you. Very often when it's a proof copy, there will be some like comparison titles on the back. And for this one, unsurprisingly, it says The Hate You Give and When Dimple Met Rishi. Next, I'm going to do a graphic novel. I went to Waterstones recently and had a little browse through the graphic novels because sometimes I have a hard time finding things that I haven't heard of before. I feel like, you know, not hundreds of people have already talked about, but that I'm also interested in. I do still find it tricky because usually there's a way smaller selection of graphic novels than there is of any other book in a store, and then to find something that I like the illustration style of, that I like the setup of the story, a lot of them are like really highly like sexualized. It's not particularly what I'm looking for, but this looked really cool. It is called Monstress, as a Neil Gaiman quote on the front. Not bad. It's set in an alternate world of Art Deco beauty and steampunk horror. Then when I came home, I was looking at the GoodReads awards, and in the graphic novel section, this one was one of them, so that can only be a good sign. On that trip, I also bought Little Fires Everywhere. It's finally out in the UK. Everyone's been talking about it. John Green's recommended it. I really like the cover. It has a beautiful finish. I was quite excited to pick up a hardback, although that's the only one that's out right now, so I don't have a lot of options. Quote on the back is good. Everyone in Shaker Heights was talking about it that summer, how Isabel, the last of the Richardson children, had finally gone around the bend and burned the house down. Alright, two more. They're both very beautiful. This one was sent to me by Profile Books and it is so pretty. It is so shiny and it is Mary Beard, Women and Power, a Manifesto. Came with a nice note as well, but it's about oppression and silencing of women throughout history. What a fun read. The card here says Troll Slayer, which I love. Mary Beard is a really famous classicist. I hadn't heard of her before I moved to the UK, and then now I know quite a few people that really love her. It has loads of like pictures of statues and things as well, so this will be a really quick read and also potentially a good Christmas present. The last one is one that I saw online and I fell in love with it, and Walker Books kindly sent a copy my way, and it is Norse Myths. That's a tongue twister. Tales of Odin, Thor and Loki. This is what the back looks like. It's really heavy. It's got runes on the end papers. Love me some runes. And then it just has all these beautifully illustrated stories of Norse gods. I actually don't know a lot about Norse gods, so I think this will be a really fun way to find out more. So that is it for me this month. I hope you enjoyed taking a peek at these books. Links to all of them, as usual, will be in the description. And finally, I also wanted to let you know that I am doing a giveaway with EE Jewelry. You might know them from all these amazing space-themed and dinosaur-themed necklaces that I wear a lot over on Instagram. So if you head to my Instagram page, the competition should be going right now, so make sure you don't miss out on that. And that is it for this month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Doei!